White House. Let's go to the White House. Our chief White House correspondent, Jessica Yellin, is standing by. I know you've been doing some reporting on what's going on. What's the very latest that you're hearing, Jessica?
Well, the very latest is, according to my sources, during today's meeting, Republicans laid out for the president a number of cuts they would like to include in this debt deal. But it came up well short of the total cut goal that Republicans had set for themselves. And Democrats argued that they can't even get the votes for this deal unless it includes some attempt to raise revenue. After a weekend of deadlock, the president made the case he's ready to cut a deal now.
We might as well do it now. Pull off the Band-Aid. Eat our peas. Now's the time to do it.
He made it again.
Now is the time to deal with these issues. If not now, when?
And again.
What I've said to them is, let's go.
But from Capitol Hill, it's clear the president's differences with Republicans haven't narrowed.
The president continues to insist on raising taxes, and they're just not serious enough about fundamental entitlement reform to solve the problem for the near to intermediate future.
In this meeting with congressional leaders, one big issue on the table, taxes. Will Republicans relent, either closing loopholes or allowing the Bush tax cuts for the wealthiest to expire at the end of 2012?
I want to be crystal clear. Nobody has talked about increasing taxes now. Nobody has talked about increasing taxes next year.
On the other side of the aisle, another big issue. Will Democrats relent and agree to changes in entitlement programs like Medicare and Social Security?
The vast majority of Democrats on Capitol Hill would prefer not to have to do anything on entitlements. Would prefer, frankly, not to have to do anything on some of these debt and deficit problems.
One compromise the president flatly ruled out, a short-term deal.
The things that I will not consider are a 30-day or a 60-day or a 90-day or 180-day temporary stopgap resolution to this problem.
Now, Wolf, the president has called the leaders back for another meeting tomorrow at 3:45 in the afternoon here in the White House. He has asked them to come back every single day this week until, and perhaps next week, until they get a deal done. Their marching orders for tomorrow: figure out how they get from 1.7 roughly in spending cuts that they've come up with today to the 2.4 trillion that they need for a deal. How do they close that gap? That's what the leaders have to figure out overnight and present the president with tomorrow. Wolf?
I guess if it were easy, it would have been done a long time ago. All right, thanks very much, Jessica, for that.